We at Wandong Primary School would like to show our respect and acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which our school is situated. Of elders past and present, we extend a warm welcome to everyone who visits our school. We acknowledge and show respect for the Aboriginal culture and heritage and the ongoing relationship with that the traditional owners have with their land. Australians, all let arms and rest, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's bliss of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fame. In joyful strength, then let us sing, advance Australia fair. Beneath our flaming Southern Cross, the toil with hearts and hands to make this Commonwealth of ours renowned of all the lands. Those who come across the seas with boundless plans to share, with courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strength then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Good afternoon everyone and welcome to our assembly. It's been a big week with remote and flexible learning, and today, girls and boys, I just wanted to encourage you and say what a fantastic job you're doing with your tasks and making sure that you are submitting your work and doing a really awesome job. Keep up the amazing work. Remember, girls and boys, when you are at home, you can still ask your teacher any questions that you might have. Make sure you reach out, whether it be with an email or even if you're posting a question on Seesaw. Please make sure that you are reaching out. And also, we are just a phone call away. So if you need to have a chat to your teacher, you can give the school a call and we will hook you up with a phone conversation with your teacher. Remember, keep doing all that you can, popping into WebEx where you can as well, girls and boys, so you do have an opportunity to ask those questions with your other classmates, or maybe they might have the same questions as you. Remember to stay safe, everyone. Have an amazing weekend. Remember, this weekend, enjoy some downtime before next week when we jump in to another week of remote and flexible learning. Have a great weekend, stay safe and stay well.
Good afternoon, girls and boys. I hope you've had a great week, albeit a very different week because we continue to be in lockdown. But I just want to say a big thanks to all of our parents and carers for doing a great job during the week, and to all of our students, a fantastic effort to get your learning done. It's really important that you give yourself a pat on the back during these stages because life is tough at the moment, but like always, life is a bit tough. It throws up different problems and challenges, and our job is to stay resilient and to try and do the best we can. And I know that everybody is doing that, so I just want to give you a big shout out to all of our community. Big thumbs up, keep up the effort, and I will see you next week.
Good afternoon, everybody, and I hope everybody's had a lovely week, albeit back in our homes. We're getting very used to this, sadly, but it's been really, really wonderful to see the perseverance of all students in doing their learning tasks to the best of their ability. Now, I know this time is really, really tricky, and I know mums and dads and parents and guardians at home are doing their best to juggle all of the balls in the air, whether that be their own work, other children in the home, and lots of things that we know we all have to do around the house. So I know how challenging this has been. To all of our students out there, well done for doing your learning, but just remember to be kind to your parents. They are doing their very best to try and get everything done and support you with your learning. So give them a little bit of a break and make sure that you're committed to your learning tasks. You all know how important it is. to be doing your learning each and every day, and your teachers are there to help you if you have any challenges with anything, okay? So please, this is for parents, carers and students. If you're having any troubles with the learning or with anything else, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are all here on the other side, and we're all here to support you in every way that we can. And can't wait to have everybody back on site. But in the interim, there's lots of supports we can put into place to help students achieve to the fullest of their potential during this really challenging time. Now, on that, I wanted to talk a little bit about something exciting that's happening at the moment in the world, and that is the Paralympics. Now, the Paralympics is a really, really special international sporting event, and we know that the Olympics were not so long ago, but the Paralympics is super special because Paralympians from all over the world have a disability of some sort, and a disability means something that these athletes have, whether that be missing a limb or some sort of developmental disorder that has impacted them and challenged them in their lives. Now, the reason I'm talking about this, boys and girls, is because these Paralympians are really, really, really passionate in their area of sport and are truly inspirational, because even in the tough times, like the times that we're in at the moment, they've been able to push on through and still strive for their dreams, which was to make it to the Paralympics, albeit whatever setbacks they've had in their life. So please, if you have any spare time, have a look and have a watch and think about how lucky we are. Although each day and every day sometimes can be rough at the moment, we are so lucky to be where we are. We're lucky to have the clothes that we wear and the roofs over our head. And really, I think as challenging as we might think our lives are at the moment, there's always somebody in the world somewhere that's struggling more than we are. So I know that sounds really, really tricky to do when you're having a rough day, but just remember, there's always something that you can be thankful for, however small. Now, attendance this week I'm not going to be talking about, and we're not going to be handing out a Pugly because it's been a little bit different. Obviously, everybody learning from home, and I know that every single student across the school has been doing their best to try and access the learning in some capacity over the past week, and we'll continue to do that moving forward. So keep up the good work, boys and girls. We certainly can't wait to see you, but in the interim, I've loved jumping into some of the WebExes across the school and hear all the wonderful learning that you guys have all been doing. So keep up the good work, stay in touch, remember to communicate with your teachers and give your parents a break, okay? Have a wonderful weekend, boys and girls, and we will talk to all of you next week. Well done on another great week's learning. Bye for now. And I'm back again. I forgot one more thing that I really wanted to share with all of you. Now, House Points Tally Leaderboard will be coming up on the screen in just a moment. And it's really, really wonderful to see teachers have still been awarding students house points. Boys and girls, just because you're learning from home doesn't mean there's lots of house points that aren't up for grabs. It's the same as it is in school. If you are showing behaviours in line with our school values, and at the moment, I wanted to do a particular shout out to two of our values. One is curiosity and one is pride. These are two values that you could certainly go a long way to showing and demonstrating when you're working from your home environment. Being curious in your learning and taking pride in your learning tasks and trying your best and not submitting before you know that it is your best learning. Now, if you're finding the learning challenging, which we all find things challenging at times, remember it's okay to ask questions. It doesn't mean that you're silly. There's no silly question. And chances are if you're a bit confused about the learning, then somebody else will definitely be confused too. So please make sure that you're asking teachers for help. And please make sure that you're not being too hard on yourself, okay? Every attempt is wonderful as long as you're trying your best. So well done, boys and girls. Keep trying your best. Next week, teachers are going to be on a lookout because we still will be awarding postcards in this remote space. So the focus will be on our curious learners and learners that are taking pride in their learning tasks. Well done to everybody again. Here's a leaderboard.